Hello, I just filmed a little recap video for you. I don't know if you'll have seen that first or after this, not sure yet. I checked the audio on it and there's a little bit of a hiss, but I think that you can hear me all right. So we're just going to go with it for now. And I am going to, in this video, show you the items that came in the Stormlight box in the year of the Sanderson. Now, while we're here, I might as well show you also my copy of Sunlit Man, which arrived not too long before the Stormlight box, so we might as well do those two things together. So I have it just here. This is what the Sunlit Man looks like. We do have sprayed edges on this one, which is quite nice. Here you have the spine and the reverse. The front end pages look like so, and the back end pages look like so. Super pretty. As usual, I think I'll show you maybe one illustration from near to the beginning of the book just to avoid spoilers. So let's have that one there. We go, and let me see if I can find one of the full colour illustrations. There we go. So there's one of the full colour illustrations just from the front of the book. I'm not going to show you anything further back because they can get a bit spoilery if you haven't read the book yet, but I think this is a super pretty edition. I'm really glad that they did sprayed edges on this one, and I kind of wish that they'd done that on some of the others, but that is the copy of the Sunlit Man. And now we're going to get into the Stormlight box, and I'm just going to say ahead of time that I'm a little disappointed with this box, which is a real shame, but I will explain kind of why, and you might be able to tell why anyway as we go through. But just for the sake of completeness, this is what the box looked like. We had our little Stormlight sticker there. Okay, so we did get a spoiler card, which I will take you through as we go through. But the first item that I took out of the box, I think, was this. So this is a unpainted miniature. So if you haven't seen, Dragonsteel are doing a collaboration with Brotherwise to make a collection of these unpainted figurines in various different sizes. This is a miniature of Taln, and to be honest with you, this is not my kind of thing. I am not going to paint this, and I'll show it to you. It's really quite small, so I don't know how well you'll be able to see the detail on camera, because it is quite detailed. Let's see. Here you go. You can kind of see the detail there. So it is quite detailed and it's quite nice, but it, you know, it doesn't look great unpainted, and I know myself, I do not have the patience to paint this thing, so I don't really know what I'm going to do with this. And you will soon see that that is a bit of a theme with this particular box, which is the reason why I'm a little disappointed with it, unfortunately. But that was the first item, which will be great for some people, for sure, but it's just not really my kind of vibe. Then the weird item. I don't know that it's necessarily the only weird item in this box. I think all of the items are kind of weird, but this one is the weirder of them. And I've said already, like, most of these boxes have an item in them that's kind of a bit out there, and I'd say that this one is that, because it's a set of air fresheners. I mean, the artwork on them is really nice, to be fair. So that's the first one. Then we have, what was that actually? So that's someone riding a chull. Then we have a chasm fiend, I believe. And then we have Syl, which is very pretty. But I just think that air freshener's just a weird choice, to be honest. I haven't smelled them yet because they're in their sealed plastic things, but I'll tell you that the air fresheners are orange scented. One is orange scented, one is leather scented, and one is rain scented, whatever that means. So the scents are a little out there as well, I think. Next up, we have a keyring or keychain, which is also, I think this is supposed to be, yeah, this is Oathbringer, but it's also a bottle opener. So we have an Oathbringer bottle opener keyring, which is also a little odd in my view, and especially because it's coming after the Warbreaker box where we got the, I've got it right here, the Nightblood sword replica, which is just incredible. And of course Nightblood is more important than Oathbringer, but Oathbringer is still pretty important, and I just, yeah, it's a no from me. Not to mention the fact that I don't foresee myself using it as either a keyring or a bottle opener, and it's not quite a replica either, so yeah, it's a bit of a miss for me. Then we have the one successful item, which is the pin, and I'm going to show it to you at the same time as the pin from the Sunlit Man box because they go lovely together. So Kaladin was in the Sunlit Man box, so with the book, and then in the Stormlight box we had Syl, and I feel like I want to put them around the other way for some reason. There we go. I just really like that, and I don't know if you can tell, but Syl is a little bit glittery as well, which I just love for her. So those are great, I love them, and this is by far my favourite item from this particular box, which takes us to the last item, which is the high value item, but also just a strange choice in my opinion, and it is a satchel. Now it's really well made. I don't know if it's leather, I think it might be pleather, but it is really well made, and inside we have I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's like a pouch with a velvet lining for a Kindle. It's perfectly Kindle sized and shaped, or any kind of e-reader. There are really nice pockets inside, so there's an internal pocket in the front there, there's an external little pocket here as well, you can see, and there's a pocket on the back. So in terms of how this is built, it is great, but I am never going to wear this as a handbag. It's just never going to happen. It's too blatant for me, plus I just don't use satchels. If I'm going to use a small bag, I'll use something smaller than this. If I'm going to use a big bag, I'll use something bigger than this, and if I need something in the middle, then usually I just use my pockets, and I don't really, it's such a shame because it's such a lovely item, but I don't see myself using it. And to be honest, I don't really know of many people that would use something like this, whether male, female or non-binary. I don't know, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but what do you think? I feel like it's such a shame because this was my most anticipated box because it's Stormlight, and Stormlight is my absolute favourite in the Cosmere, and the last box, the Warbreaker box, was absolutely fantastic, such a massive hit. I mean, we had the Nightblood replica, we've got the glass coasters, really great box, and then this one, I'll use the air fresheners, I guess, and I love the pin, but I'm not going to use the bag, much as I might love to. I'm just realistically not going to use it. Realistically not going to use the bottle opener keyring Oathbringer replica, and I'm not going to paint the miniature, so I'm not going to display it either. Maybe I'll ask Lee if he wants to paint it, and if he wants to paint it and then I display it, then fine, maybe I'll see about that. But it's just a bit of a miss for me this time, which, as I say, is a real shame, but that is how the cookie crumbles sometimes, I guess. So that is the Stormlight box. We now have just one box left, which is it the Sanderson box? I think it might be the Sanderson box. Not sure. I'll let you know when we get the next box, which will be in December sometime, and then that will be it for the year of the Sanderson. So hopefully we go on an upswing for the final box of the year, and that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more like this from me, then do think about hitting that subscribe button, and I hope to see you here again soon. Thanks!